Hello and welcome to a new video. My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog and today I'm decorating a summer themed envelope. So normally when I do one of these decorating videos, I pick a white or a craft paper envelope that's completely blank so that I have a lot of space to do like collages or whatever. But this time I decided to challenge myself a little bit and first make an envelope and then try to decorate it some more, because for some reason I have some troubles when I have to decorate paper that is already quite busy, like this cute watermelon paper. But I thought it would be fun to see what I come up with. And this is not an envelope making tutorial. I still have it on my to film list to do an envelope envelope folding tutorial or envelope making tutorial, but I think it will be too difficult if I try to do that now with a voiceover. The only thing I can tell you, if this is if you have like a scoreboard and if you want to recreate this, is that it's 9 by 9 inches, and I think I scored it at 3 inches and 4 inches. And if you don't have a scoring board, this probably sounds really vague to you, but I hope it helps for those of you who do. So I used my trim and score board to make that envelope, and then I used that corner punch to round the corners a little bit. I think that's one of my favorite craft tools, and also something I've been wanting to film is a video where I show you my favorite like craft supplies. I was wondering if you guys would be interested in that, and if you are, then I would have to have a long think about what my most used items were. Then I have this folder with scraps of paper, and I picked out that pink one, and I'm sort of tracing a circle. That's just a candle holder. I'm tracing a circle to make like half a circle. Maybe you can already guess what I'm going to do, but I thought that would be fun to write down the address on, because I never really know what those mail machines can read and what they cannot read. So I try to write addresses on like a blank background. And I'm now making a huge mistake, which I actually don't realize until I've glued it down. I wonder if you guys see it before I do. But yes, I tried to create like a little watermelon slice, but can you spot the mistake? I certainly didn't spot it until I think it takes me quite a while. And that's when I realize that I actually put the green for like the how do you call that? The green for the outline of the watermelon is on the straight side instead of on the circle side. So I've never seen like a square watermelon before, but that's obviously not what a watermelon slice looks like. So I'm like redoing that. And the way I do this is just by tracing that semicircle, half circle, I don't know what you call that, and then cutting out the middle piece. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I hope you understand what I mean. And that obviously is what a watermelon slice is supposed to look like. And then I'm just using a white jelly roll to make that white line between the pink and the green of the watermelon. It doesn't work that well. I mean, you can see it in real life, just not on camera. It's not that bright white, but that's totally fine. And then something I also did, which is something new for me, is I also use that pen to write down the address, because I usually just use like a black pen or something, but I tried the white one this time, and I don't know, like when I'm doing this voiceover, it hasn't arrived yet. So I really hope that it worked and that it didn't like wash off or something, because I don't know, I actually don't know if that white jelly roll stays on the paper. And I don't know if you can see it on the video, but yes, this letter was going to my dear pen pal Bete. She lives in Germany, so it doesn't have to travel far. She sent me this wonderful mail with all sorts of ice cream and popsicles, and it was really fun to receive, so I thought I would do a themed mail for her as well. And if you want to see her mail, then don't you worry, I will be filming it for a What My Pen Pal Sent Me very soon. But the problem with those is that they usually don't end up online until a couple months later, so probably somewhere in winter or something. And obviously I'm only writing down her name and Germany now, because I don't want to like give out her address or anything that's private or personal. And then something that I like mess up a little bit in most of the videos. Oh, by the way, did you see those stamps? They're like from 2004 and 2007, I think, and they're so beautiful. But something I always mess up when I do these envelope decorating videos is that I decorate the entire envelope and then I forget to leave enough space for the stamps. So I thought this time I would do it the other way around. So I would do the stamps first and then everything else. And I'm actually using a lot of stamps this time, because there are two types of stamps I can use. I can either use the recent ones that have a little 1 and international on them. They're just like one stamp, or I can use these outdated or these old stamps, and then you just have to put on enough stamps to like make the value, to match the value of outgoing mail. So that's what I did. I ordered like sets of stamps that will match the value of 1, 2 or 3 stamps on this company online. This is to match the value of 3 international stamps, so I would need, I don't remember, I think like 9 or 10 stamps, but I think it looks quite fun. And this is something I actually got a lot of questions about last time. It's not a glue pen, it's just a watercolor pen, because these stamps already have glue on the back, and you would just have to make them a little bit wet to activate that glue. And unfortunately all of the good stamps are kind of limited. I mean, the good stamps for me would obviously be those 2 floral types that I just showed you. You have that one with the white background and the pink and red flowers that you see in the middle on the right. But the other ones are also really cool, and I'm actually adding 2. It's the first one on the left and the second one from the right up top. They're also flower stamps, but they have something really, really cool. There are actually flower seeds in them. Like if you look real closely, you can see a little gray dot in the middle of them, and that's because there are flower seeds. So you could plant these stamps and hopefully flowers would sprout. But like I said, they are from 2004, I think, so I don't know if they are still working. But my mom says that flower seeds can survive for very, very long, so I really hope that if she decides to plant them, they will give her some beautiful flowers. So yeah, instead of using 3 stamps, I now get to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe even more, I don't know if that was like the final amount. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. And now I'm doing something else with that scrap of paper. That's just a circle I punched out with my 2-inch circle punch. And now I'm using one of my Tombows because I don't have enough of that green paper anymore to make like the... I really forgot what you call the outside of a watermelon. The skin of the watermelon, I don't know. I'm just using that green pen to do it now, and then the white again to create that white border. I don't think I have to tell you guys this, I mean you can see, but I'm afraid that if I don't talk, this video will be like very boring. But yeah, creating another little watermelon, and I didn't actually know what I was going to do with it. So I'm still thinking very hard, but then I decided that there would be a quote in there. You cannot actually see it, I think, on camera, but it says, "You are one in a melon." Whoa, so bad, but I think it's cute. And then I'm just drawing some more watermelon seeds. And also, by the way, with the address, I didn't draw all of the watermelon seeds yet because I didn't know how much space her address would take up, but I did add some after I added her address. Now I'm just looking where I'm going to put it, and I decided to add a little strip of washi tape with gold foiled speckles behind it to, I don't know, make it stand out a little bit more, I guess. Yep. Oh yes, and then I'm adding some of the Nouveau crystal drops. The gold, it's gold as well, because I think that just adds something extra. There you have my quote, "You are one in a melon." All of the stamps. I'm going really quickly. Oh, did you see the flower seeds? I really hope you did. And now I'm just making a wax seal to finish it off. And because I wasn't actually finished with writing the letter when I made this video, so I decided that I would just make the wax seal on the kitchen paper and then add it with glue later, like just normal white Kids or Craft glue. And I also did that because the envelope was really thick, and then making a wax seal can be kind of tricky, like you don't want the wax to go anywhere. And I mixed a light pink and a bright pink, just to create the color pink that I wanted. And then I added a dark green one because I thought that would match the colors of the watermelon drawings all around. And I'm just cleaning up in between. I'm always kind of impatient. And whoop, there we go. Oops, that was not meant to happen. Yeah. It didn't end up, I thought I would have like plenty of wax, but it's not as much as I would like, but still in the end the wax seal turns out pretty cool. Pretty cool. And now I'm just cleaning up again. And did you see that I just dropped that leftover wax on the paper and I just put it in the Ziploc bag so you can just use it the next time you make a wax seal. And ta-da! Yeah, I just used one of the botanical stamps I have. Okay, oh, that's actually it already. Just showing you the envelope one more time. And then obviously when the letter, after the letter was done, I glued down that wax seal stamp there on the flap. And it is now on its way to Germany, so I really hope that once I upload this video it will be there or almost there. And I also want to tell you one last thing, and that is that the inside of this envelope, which you can see a little tiny sneak peek there, the inside of this envelope will also be online. I think I'm uploading it on Friday, so if you want to check that out, obviously subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified, and yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon. Please leave me a thumbs up and a comment if you like, and thank you for watching. Bye bye!